Well, Christie is going to throw his hat into the ring. I want to tell you a little bit about Christie, explain to you why he's a jadrul, a complete and total oaf and a clown, why he's not in any way serious about running, a little bit about him, but also we'll use some of these as, I think, great lessons to be learned regarding American politics and the like. But first, let me remind you to please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell so you'll be notified of live streams and new videos. And also, let me tell you that our good friends at MyPillow.com support us and we support them. And they've got closeout sales after closeout sales, and you have to go. And if you use promo code Lionel, MyPillow.com/Lionel, solidus virgule, or promo code Lionel, you will get a free gift. Not only that, the slippers, the pillows, pillowcases, everything involving sleep, luxuriating in bed, you name it, it's there. They're the best. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. Go check them out. Buy everything they have, but only if you use the word promo code Lionel. Okay? Okay. Christie was the governor of New Jersey, and the biggest problem he has, of course, is he's fat. And I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry to bring this up. I'm sorry to remind you of something. But in fact, I'm checking some here. In this terrible, awful world that we live in, to be fat is not a good thing. Okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. And this is the most important. First, a couple of things here. And I'm not trying, but believe me, my heart, I think is stupid. Do you know he has a higher BMI than William Howard Taft? Did you know that he had bariatric surgery? You know, stomach stapling or bypass, whatever it was. And he didn't lose any weight. Nothing. He should get his money back. He made a fool out of himself when he was on David Letterman one time, shoving a donut into his mouth. I'll never forget that. I lost all whatever remaining respect was there for him. But here's what you should know about him. First, there was this thing called Bridgegate. This was the stupidest thing anybody's ever seen. It was called Bridgegate. And this was this big scandal in 2013. They shut down commuter traffic lanes at the George Washington Bridge to punish Fort Lee, New Jersey's mayor for refusing to back Christie's 2013 re-election bid. And two of his people, this one, Bridget Kelly, and this other guy, Baroni, who later had their convictions overturned, they caused this horror. I think somebody even, don't hold me to this, somebody died or somebody was in cardiac arrest. They couldn't get to the hospital because of anyway, so it wasn't really Christie's thing, but, you know, whatever. But if you really want to know what he's about, and this is unfortunately the way it goes today, look at the memes. The memes. Christie shut down the New Jersey government, I think, due to a budget impasse, while there was a constitutional requirement anyway, make a long story short. They caught him on a closed public beach, and he was sitting there, Island Beach Park. He was there, and somehow they caught him. I don't know how they did this. It was a photographer from the Newark Star-Ledger rented a plane, and there's Christie in this beach chair and his wife, and it became a meme, and it was everywhere. And you don't need any more cartoons. Check it out. Just the beach chair meme, Christie. It showed you this idiocy. He shuts down a beach, and this idiot is caught, sitting with his elephantine arse in some beach chair, some chaise longue. What? Anyway, that was part of the oafish thing. Then he happens to prosecute Jared Kushner's old man, which is another story, and completely blew it with Trump, which may or may not affect you. But the bottom line is this. Does he want to be president? No. Does he think he can be president? No. Now, he has some good traits. During Hurricane Sandy or whatever it was, he was really good. He wore this fleece, kind of like an LL Bean kind of a jacket zipper thing that it looked like it must have smelled to high because he wore it all the time. And he made this famous speech where he would say, "Get off that damn beach." People say, "Hey, this is great." He gave these wonderful, wonderful daily press conferences, and people really tuned in. I liked them as well. They were very, very good. Not as good as Trump, but he caught on. Remember when when Andrew Cuomo, the Love Gov, was doing those awful, horrible, maybe you didn't see him, but he would have these daily things during COVID, and he would talk like this about the sausage, and I was with my daughter. And he has a voice. I can't do an imitation of him, but that's what he sounds like to me. I believe he has up and down and this weird kind of way to turn. And he talked about his daughter. Well, what happened was he did this one time. He kind of went extemporaneous for a moment. And they said, "Hey, people are really liking this." What? Yeah, they're liking this. They're seeing, this is Andrew Cuomo, as he sent old people, or he sent COVID people into old folks' home and killed them, which is another story. And he turns out to be a sexual lecher, another one of these weird people. But I digress. But somebody apparently told him, "Hey, listen, you know what? You're doing a good job, and people kind of like you." What? People like you. You're making some kind of a connection. Well, he doubled down on it, and then he went berserk. And he started talking about how he would make family sauce, gravy with his mother's recipe, and my daughter loved it. I mean, so that was that. So Christie kind of started that, and every politician has always waited for some kind of a disaster moment for them to show the world, look how great I am, and look how terrific I am, and look how wonderful I am under pressure and the like. But what the real reason why he really wants to run is to build his name up so he can get a gig with ABC, because that thing's falling flat. He used to be on ABC, and listen, that's a great gig. You make a lot of money being some, paid correspondent or paid contributor, and you don't do anything. I mean, hell, if Harold Brown can do it on Fox News. Harold Brown is the most boring man who has ever lived. Harold Brown couldn't lure me out of a burning building. Harold Brown. I almost sounded like Harold Brown. Harold Brown is Junior, and his man of renown. Horrible. So if he can get a gig, so Christie's thinking maybe I can work this. Gets my name out. I can go and I can speak. And here's the best: under the federal laws, if you open up an exploratory, campaign, well, the money doesn't go to you. But if you're exploring various, possibilities, you can have an office, pay for help, maybe travel, rental cars, who knows? You know what I mean? Yeah, but this war chest, you'll find ways to get to it. So either way, he benefits from it. But there's no way he's even dead serious about it. Nikki Haley knows she's not going to win, too. Remember Gary Bauer and Alan Keyes and, all these, they kind of know. And by the way, you shouldn't be disqualified just because there's no way in hell you're going to be elected. But that's Chris Christie. He's a boorish oaf who he's very good, very smart, very glib, but nothing. Nothing. The key to watch is DeSantis is losing speed. I know you don't think he is because the mainstream media, legacy media, heritage media, they want him because they want Trump out of it. Just remember what I'm telling you. Wait until Trump and DeSantis get into a debate. Dear God. All right, dear friends, thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And don't forget our good friends at mypillow.com. Use promo code Lionel. Promo code Lionel, especially during these closeout sales. And also you get a free gift. Now please, I ask, beseech, entreat, and importune you to comment as you see fit.